All right, here we go, ladies and gents, boys and girls. Just a quick update on an error that I made in my, I guess you could say, my quick judgment to hop into and add funds to an existing package. Well, what I thought was adding funds to an existing package. But just to correct that, again, the fact is that Softrade AI has added a new feature, right? Now you can send funds into your account, right? Whereas before, let's say for example, if you wanted to buy a package, you would need to send funds in, and immediately, those funds would go towards the package. Now what you're able to do is send funds into the packet, rather into your account, and buy a brand new package, right? So let's say for example you had a balance of $400, right? Now in that situation, maybe you had referrals coming in, or rather you had dividends coming in, daily dividends, right? And they added up to, let's say for example, $400, right? Now you may have a combination of that. You might have a combination of funds that have come in, from your existing package, and you might have referrals too, right? So therefore, you might be in the range of, let's say, $400, and then if you wanted to simply add funds to that balance, you can do that, right? You don't have to go just directly into buying sending funds into a package directly from your Bitcoin wallet or Ethereum wallet or Litecoin wallet, the different options that they have. But so what this new feature is, and by the way, this is the channel in all of its glory. As per usual, you all know the deal. Subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the notification bells. Boom. All right, so let me get on over here and explain what I'm talking about here, because now what I did erroneously was, again, thinking that I was able to add this $200 into an existing balance or an existing package. Now that is not the case, unfortunately. But what I could do is, of course, I could use those funds here and buy a 2% package, or rather, I'm sorry, a 3% package. Right now, it's 2% with a $25 minimum. Right now, if you go above $100, that's going to put you in the 3% bracket. And if you go to the, if you have a minimum of $500 that you deposit, that's going to put you into the 4% bracket. Now, just an FYI for people that are a bit more, big whales, baller like, then you can go ahead and put in $3,000 for a 5% daily. Now, that's only going to last for another 2 weeks, and then that's going to move up to $5,000. All right. Now, we already covered this in the interview that I did with Ryan just essentially, a day ago, that I just uploaded to the channel. So if you guys haven't seen that already, go ahead and be sure that you check it out. We cover a lot of details and questions that might be, things that people might be asking. We did talk about we did talk about, like I said, a variety of things in that interview. But the $3,000 right here, as you can see, minimum is only going to last for another 2 weeks, and then it's going up to $5,000 for that 5% daily. All right, so just an FYI. But again, as I was saying that, I had erroneously read. Let me come on over here to where the post was made. Now I read through this, rather swiftly, and and as it read, I was thinking that you were able to add, let's say, for example, another $100 to an existing package. But it's pretty clear here. If you have this in your balance, right? For example, if you have $400 in your balance, then you can add another $100, and then that way, then you can buy a new 4% package. All right. So I again made the mistake of assuming that you were able to add that to an existing package, and then ultimately shorten the amount of time that it would take for you to ROI on your package. But hey, you know what I mean? Again, live and learn, and so on and so forth. But again, really no harm done, because I can withdraw the balance because I sent 200 bucks in. It came in like in no time, and that 200 bucks, again, either I can buy a new package, which I really probably, I might want to do. You know what I mean? Because again, if I put that into this 3% daily, well, it's not that bad, right? Let's say, so let's click on 3% just for an example, right? If you put in 200 bucks into that, you're ultimately getting your money back plus $110. All right. So, and again, that added amount is essentially I'm getting $6 daily off of the $200, right? So ultimately, right now, I have a $500 package that's bringing in $20 per day. And if I go ahead and buy a new package, then what I would do is, I'd basically be pulling in $26 per day by just adding that $200. So we'll see. I'm not going to do that right here live because, again, I was under the impression that you were able to add to the existing package, but as I said, live and learn. You know what I mean? Do your due diligence, read through the details, and make sure that you don't screw yourself up. But really, no harm done because I can withdraw this $200. And by the way, because on that video I did do a live withdrawal. Let me come on over here and show where I made the withdrawal, the operations history, and that will show where I made this. I made this withdrawal here for $47, and it came through, probably about 5 minutes. Right after I ended the video, it ended up hitting my Exodus wallet. And you can see here where I put in another 200 bucks, where again, I was under the impression that I was able to add that to my $500 package, but that's not the case. So again, I wanted to make sure I clarify because I already put that video out, but I have since pulled that video. It's now, unlisted, so it's still up there. A couple of people have already seen it, but again, I'm going to put this video out right now and make sure that I, correct the mistake and any misunderstandings out there that people might have. But ultimately, again, no problems. Again, like I said, if I wanted to pull this 200 bucks out right now, I can. As you can see, I have a $200 balance. Let me come over here to the stats. So you can see I have that $200 that I sent in, right? Now, again, I can decide whether or not I want to withdraw that right now and just put it back into my Exodus, or if I want to buy a new package, for example, 3%, then I can do that. Now, I'm a bit on the fence because, again, I've already gone into the $500 package. I might want to just go ahead and add another $300 to this and just buy a new package for 500 bucks, right? And then be $1,000 in and earning ultimately, because again, with that $500 you're doubling it, right? You're getting essentially $950 in BTC, and of course, if I put in another $500, then I'm gonna duplicate that and double that, right? So when you put in 1,000, you're essentially getting another $1,000, right? And doubling your money. So I might just do that. I'm gonna go ahead and make a decision on that after I upload this video, and we'll see what I decide to do. But anyhow, that's the deal. I just wanted to get you guys clear on that. Again, for those of you guys who haven't seen the interview that I did an interview just like I said yesterday with Ryan, where we covered a lot of details and just basic questions that people may have had about him, about the platform. He gives proof of trading with his FX books live, unscripted on the video, because I actually didn't plan on asking him that. He actually volunteered the information, so that was pretty upstanding from him to see that he was able to put that FX books, his accounts live on the video. So for those of you guys who didn't see that, get by, and about midway through you can see where actually myself, one of my first times on video. So for those of you guys who are wondering what I look like, you can see that on the video there. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So let me go ahead and close this video out. I don't want to drag it out too long. Just wanted to clarify the error that I made and get people up to speed. But again, you can now add funds to your balance by simply clicking on the add funds, clicking on the, whatever crypto that you want to add, or Perfect Money or Payeer, and you can send money into your account and then add it onto, let's say, for example, your existing balance. And again, for people that may already have a balance, from commissions and from your daily dividends, then, if you want to get up to the next bracket without having to withdraw and then send it all over again. But keep in mind, there are no withdrawal fees. So it's almost redundant because there are no withdrawal fees. So it almost doesn't matter. You could withdraw from your balance, put it into your, let's say, for example, Exodus wallet, and then send it again into the platform, in total, right? So anyhow, I hope I have not confused you guys too much, but that's the deal. I also have to give Ryan credit on, during the interview. Now, he did do this, per my request, because referral right here was misspelled. It was REFE1RAL. So I mentioned that to him, that how picky people are, and he immediately changed that. I think within a few maybe minutes or hours after we finished the interview. So kudos to him for making changes on the fly to the site. And yeah, it's good to see that, they're adding new features. And yeah, Softrade AI, again, with this, let's not sugarcoat it. When we're getting in, 5% per day, 4% per day, it's certainly on the level of high risk. So, tread lightly, only use capital that you can afford to lose, risk, AKA risk capital. And that pretty much sums it up. All right. So anyways, as you can see, I am, living on the edge a little bit, going a little crazy with my, with my excitement over here on this platform. But, it's good times. And if this thing lasts, then we are all in for a hell of a ride. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and close out, head on back over to the channel. You guys know the deal. If you haven't done so already, like I said, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bells up at the top, be up to date, and stay in the know. Well, at least with what it is that I'm doing over here on these crypto streets. All right, so I'm out. Talk to you guys real soon. Peace.